Take a stroll through just about any park in the valley, and on the surface, this is what you typically see. Geese are swimming, people jogging, and before these guys even make it to the jungle gym, they've slid, jumped, and swung their way to nearly every corner of the park. But in the midst of the obvious,
they know what they're doing is wrong.
There is something quite obscure.
It's completely unacceptable.
And police say it is running rampant through nearly every park in Salt Lake City.
You understand you are under arrest for lewdness?
Yeah, I'm a first offender. I was just kind of curious.
In my opinion, you were masturbating, and you can't do that in a public place.
Married with kids, police say this 48-year-old man is accused of trolling a public bathroom, looking for a sexual encounter. It is called cruising. Men looking for other men, typically to engage in public sex.
You weren't
I've
masturbating
never been
in there?
in trouble. I was just having trouble urinating.
Because we all kind of saw you doing that.
This will be all cleared up.
Did you do anything wrong?
Do you like ruining people's lives?
Do you like breaking the law?
I wasn't breaking.
The police there believe you were.
The fact is, it's a reality. It's happened before. A child walk into a bathroom and stumble upon something that, they shouldn't be seeing.
Throw the ball, yeah!
Oh, definitely strange, yeah. Normally men don't hang out in the bathroom, they usually go and they're out, but these men seem to be in there for a while.
Brian Smith and his family are no strangers to Sugar House Park, and not by choice.
We decided to pull the kids back.
They have witnessed cruising firsthand. Just days ago, he walked into the park bathroom and saw 4 men just standing around looking at each other. In his words, not using the facility for its intended purpose. His fear is that of any parent.
It takes very little time for something to happen where they could be involved with something they shouldn't be. And, it would steal their innocence.
So, in an attempt to find out just how common this is, we hit 4 different spots in the Salt Lake Valley. Here at Jordan Park in the middle of the morning.
You're looking at me right through there.
We caught 3 different guys in less than an hour.
You're looking at me. Unzipping your pants, touching yourself.
In each situation, I walked into the bathroom, and seconds later, without hesitation, one after another would follow.
Oh, you're okay.
And casually slip into the adjacent stall. The men would then peek through the cracks in the doors and apparently masturbate with the door partially open.
I'm Mike Hedrick. I work with Channel 2. You do this very often? You come here looking for a sexual encounter in public?
No.
No? Is that what you were doing, though?
No.
What were you doing?
I was just going in to check my tie.
Check your tie. There's no mirror in there.
On the east side at Fairmont Park, it was not the bathrooms, but the parking lots where propositions were made.
Place to park? What do you think?
And many times where police say sex acts are performed. Lined up in the middle of the day, the drivers of these cars are giving what police call the sure tell signs of a cruiser. Window down, arm hanging out, anxiously looking at every man driving through. In a matter of minutes, car after car after car rolled in and out of the parking lot, sometimes making several rounds. During our investigation, we pulled into the lot, and moments later, I got the nod and a smile from this guy. Translation, follow me. We drove to an area on the other side of the park where, with a woman and child just feet away, he made the decision.
Back over there?
To take the conversation back where we began. He invited me into his car, and within moments, propositioned me, began rubbing himself, and eventually
His chest.
reached over and tried touching me.
I'm a reporter for Channel 2.
Oh,
You do this very often?
nope, I don't.
You just grabbed my chest. Is that what you wanted? Did you want to have sex in public? Is that what you wanted?
Out of my car.
Okay. You wanted to have sex with me in public,
No,
didn't
I
you?
did not.
You just grabbed my chest.
I was filling you.
It's a problem that we take very seriously and we're trying to address.
Salt Lake PD say they have arrested about 70 men cruising parks so far this year, which equals out to about 1 arrest in your average work week. But we found those numbers misleading as to the magnitude of this problem. The reality is,
Were you looking through the cracks?
at one time during our investigation,
There could be kids around.
we witness a lewd act every 20 minutes. And here's the irony. Experts say the reason a countless number of men perform these sex acts in public
You married? Do you have kids?
is to keep their crime a complete secret.
In our study, we saw about 75% were married.
Stan Penfold is executive director of the Utah AIDS Foundation and says legal issues are only part of the cruising problem. For the families of those who are married,
They're not thinking about protection.
There is no telling what they are bringing home to their wives.
They're setting themselves up for an exposure for STD, HIV, hepatitis, any of those sexually transmitted diseases.
And because most are married, police say before and after work are the busiest times for cruising parks. But the guy in this Chevy Blazer,
We're in Trolley Square? Yeah, I'll just follow you.
invited me to a different public place, asking to follow him several miles away and into the basement of Trolley Square. We followed, we parked, and once he saw the camera,
You've totally misunderstood. I'm so sorry you misunderstood me. Totally.
this married man and father simply said he was only looking for a workout buddy. Over and over and over again, for weeks, we witnessed the same scenarios play out. And not surprising,
What were you doing?
Nothing.
What were you doing?
I just came to take a pee.
there are few who will confess their alleged crime. Even when these guys get caught in the act, experts say without psychiatric treatment,
Oh, absolutely not.
No sex?
No.
No?
For sure no.
they will never admit that they have a problem.
Tell me what you were doing. If that's
Most likely, their deviance will continue, eventually cruising yet another public park and ultimately threatening the innocence of those who use it.
Ready?